Okay, so my last video, what happened was I upload sometimes right to YouTube, and if it goes over like 7 minutes, it automatically crashes. I don't know why, but it's done that multiple times. So this is my second time doing this video. Here we go. As you guys know, last week I said that I did a Blu Ray update last week, and I said that every Monday Blockbuster's closed, and every Monday the prices go down. And there's six closing by me. Last Monday I went to like the six on the west side, and this Monday I went to like the six on the east side. Or today I should say. And I got significantly a lot more movies than I did last week. I think I got 14 here, but they were all $4.99. Next week it goes to $3.99 and then $2.99, $1.99, and then so I think each week it's going to be doubled, like how many I get. So I think this was the week where I went through and I got all the stuff. Like for the next coming weeks, it's all stuff that like I want, but I could have, if I only get it cheap enough. But I got everything that I think is naturally just great movies, and you couldn't beat it. Like some of them, I knew I can get for $4 anytime, so it didn't phase me if I didn't get them today, and if I can get them next week, great. That's how I look at it. But here's what I got, and I already put them in their Blu Ray cases and all that. So this first one, I've never seen it. Oh, the thing that I like about these is I've seen almost every single one of them. There's only two movies on here that I have, or three movies that I haven't seen, and this is one of them. With that being said, Bridge to Terabithia. I've met like 3 or 4 people that told me this is a good movie. Tell me what you guys think of it. I've heard mixed things, but I wanted to check it out. I heard it was a really sad movie, and there's just times where people want to watch sad movies. I get in those phases, and I just want to watch something that's sad and heartfelt. So I picked it up, and hopefully it's good. Tell me what you guys thought of it. This next one is a movie that I really loved the year it came out. It was definitely in my I'd say top 6, maybe 7 of the year. It was a really strong year, though. Black Swan. Absolutely love this movie. And Darren Aronofsky, specifically, I love him as a director. I have another one of his movies in here, but The Wrestler, Requiem, all great movies. Fantastic movies, actually. And Black Swan's another one. I absolutely love it. Just such a well-made film, and just such a fantastic director. Definitely one of my favorites. Another totally different, but another one of my favorite. I'm a huge slappy for this next guy, Judd Apatow. Love Funny People. I know it gets a lot of slack because it's really long and people didn't say it was very funny, but I think it's hilarious. And the thing that I admire most about this movie is Adam Sandler's performance is so great because his character in the film is a simple mirror of himself. It sounds kind of weird, but everything that happened to his character is happening to him in real life. I mean, it's because he makes all these bad movies, and in the movie he's a washed-up comedian, and it's really what he is at this point in his career. But absolutely love this movie. I love how Judd Apatow blends comedy and drama, along with music into his movies. I'm a huge fan of his, and I've said that in many videos if you have watched them. So this next one is actually one that I've never seen before, and a lot of people are probably going to be like, how have you never seen that movie? Because it's one of the more popular movies of all time. But I'm just not a huge fan of Tim Burton. I've never seen Edward Scissorhands. I have a feeling, though, I've seen a lot of Tim Burton stuff, and I don't like it. But the ones that I do like, I really like, and that's Ed Wood and Big Fish. And I have both of those on Blu Ray. And I also like Pee Wee Herman. But yeah, those ones I really, really like. And I have a feeling that Edward Scissorhands will fall in more so into that category rather than the shitty Tim Burton movies that I don't like. But I had to pick it up. There's too much faith from people liking this movie for me to not pick it up. And for $4, I couldn't beat it. This next one is actually one that I figured that was going to happen because it's been ringing all day. So someone else will get it. What happened is, I apologize for the phone ringing. I seen this movie and I was totally underwhelmed by it the first time I seen it, and I'd like to give it a rewatch. And it's too new of a movie to pass up for $4. Seeking a Friend for the End of the World. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. I think I gave it a 6.5. Which isn't a very good grade, but who knows? I've seen movies where I've given it something, and then with a rewatch, it went up a whole bunch of spots. And I have a feeling that one could be just the mood I was in, the time of day, all that stuff that just kind of just put it into a bad frame. But I picked it up, $4, couldn't beat it. This next movie is a movie that I seen that specific year. You guys might have seen it. It was number 3, maybe 4. I don't know. There's 2 movies that would go to that 3rd or 4th spot, and they were just so good. It was a 2010. Number 1 was Inception. Number 2 was Blue Valentine. And number 3 or 4, depending on the day you ask me, is 127 Hours or The Social Network. I absolutely love both of those movies, but this specifically, just such an exceptional film. I absolutely love James Franco's performance. I think it's fantastic. One of the best performances of the last 10 years, in my opinion. And I've seen some really good ones. I just thought he was absolutely great in it. And I do really like James Franco, but at the time I seen that movie, I despised James Franco. I was like, this dude does nothing but garbage, and he signs on to way too many movies. But I do really like James Franco. I think he's a good actor. And he's fantastic in that. But Danny Boyle's direction, the cinematography, everything in that movie I absolutely love. If you haven't seen 127 Hours, I think it's a must-see film. I know it has a little bit of mixed buzz from people, but it's huge critical praise. I mean, it got Oscar nominations and whole nine, so got nominated for Best Picture. But I think it's a movie that everyone should see at least once. Okay, this next movie is another Darren Aronofsky movie. This one I've not seen, though. The Fountain. It's the only Aronofsky movie that I have yet to see, and I only reason why is simply because everyone talks about how it's the weirdest. So that's kind of been the reason I haven't checked it out. But it's worth a shot. I mean, $5 or $4, you can't beat it, and especially for a movie of quality like that. I didn't even know it was on Blu Ray. I'm just curious to really check it out because I like him as a director, and it doesn't have bad praise. It just doesn't. I don't think so. It just, everyone says it's extremely too far out there, but it's worth a shot. This next movie is a movie that I really, really love. It came out, I think, in 2007 or 2008. Into the Wild. Absolutely love this movie. I thought Sean Penn's direction was fantastic, and I loved Emile Hirsch back in with the girl next door, and I thought he was great in this. Definitely his best role. Absolutely love the movie. I know I've talked to people about it and they don't like how it ends, but it's a true story, so get over it. This next movie is one of the horror sequels that I absolutely really like. I really, really like the sequel, almost as much as the original. Not as much, but almost. I just think it's a really good horror sequel that is 28 Weeks Later. I love 28 Days Later. This one is just a few notches below it. I think it's just a good remake or a good sequel. I really like Jeremy Renner's in it. I really like him, but I like the cast, and it's more Americanized because it's an American sequel. But I really like it. This next one is a Academy Award Best Picture winner. It's kind of controversial. Crash. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I like it. I think that Matt Dillon is great in it, and I also really like Michael Pena and Ludacris and the other guy that's with them. Just a really good movie. I really liked how it all kind of came together. This next one is another movie that I really like. Sorry, you guys seen it? Water for Elephants, a movie that I really liked. I didn't think it was great by any means. I think I gave it an 8 out of 10. But people shit on that movie just because of Robert Pattinson, and I think he's perfectly fine in it. You might have been able to find someone a little bit better, but for what it was, I thought he was perfectly fine. But Christoph Waltz is the scene stealer of that film. I thought he was absolutely great, and he just proved why he was one of the best supporting actors in the biz. Just such a mean character, and he just plays that role terrifically. This next one is These guys can do no wrong in my eyes. Their third movie coming out this year, with all three of them together. Hot Fuzz. I love Shaun of the Dead. I really like this. I like Paul, even though different director. But they have, what's it called? Something like The End of the World or something like that. The World's End, I think it's called. Hot Fuzz. I think it's not as good as Shaun of the Dead, but it's really funny. Absolutely like that movie. And this next one is one I think it's not a guilty pleasure because it actually got pretty good reviews, but I think it's a good remake. I've never seen all of the old one. I've seen parts of it, but Fright Night. It's not really a horror movie. It is. It's more of a thriller though. I actually think this is a really good, well-made sequel. I like Colin Farrell in it, and I like Anton Yelchin. I think he's a really good young actor. And I really enjoyed Fright Night. I've been wanting to pick this up for a long time, like too long actually. But that's all the Blu-rays I got. I figured I'd show you guys this just because I thought it was cute, so I picked it up. It's just a little Mario toy. I'm gonna put it on my shelf. It was 80% off. It was $2. Like, it's such a great deal. Like I kind of wish Blockbusters weren't closing, but just because people are gonna lose their jobs and it's business shutting down. It sucks, but I'm reaping the benefits out of it. I got some good movies, in my opinion. Tell me what you guys thought of what I got. Definitely check out your local Blockbusters. See which ones are closing. They should be pretty cheap right now, if anything. No more than $4.99, depending on when they close. Mine's at $3.99. It's just going to go down every Monday. So expect one of these updates Monday or Tuesday of each week. Tell me what you guys thought of my haul. Of the 3 movies I haven't seen, tell me what your opinions on them are. There's Edward Scissorhands, Bridge of Terabithia, and The Fountain. So tell me what you thought of those. Just tell me what you thought of my haul. Feel free to link any of your videos up to it. And thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it.